Hey y'all, what's up? This Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Any man can build his body. Any man can build his body. Look, because y'all know I'm the big proponent of the body game, because let's be real now. When women checking out a man, despite what some detractors don't have enough common sense to see, they always looking at a man's body. Yeah, they're looking at the whole package, but that frame, the overall frame says a lot. And not just as far as his height, but muscles. Women go crazy over muscles and shit. You know, some guys think, well, I seen them with men without muscles. Well, how many guys out here really working out? Outside the gym, I don't see a lot of guys look like they hit the gym. So if you actually hit the gym, build that body, you actually stand out, right? But that's the thing. But see, you know what? A lot of guys don't want to do the work, or they feel like, well, my genetics prevent me. You know, they don't feel like they got the right genetics or something or whatever. To which I say, bullshit. Bullshit, right? Like, if you look at that thing, you know, people always, you know, especially a lot of incel types and black pill types, they be talking about like Chad and Tyrone. In most cases, I say in 99% of the cases, Chad and Tyrone didn't come out the womb that way. You know, they ain't come out the womb all like built up and everything. They had to work. Shoot, if you look in the background of any pro athlete, like a high school picture, they were scrawny at some point. Every single one, or overweight. They were one or the other. They ain't had a tight body, they did. That's a constant on there. Even for some of those, I mean, they just had to build their body. And anybody can do it. In fact, anybody who's a fan of like the, you know, Marvel Spider-Man, right? The movies and stuff. You know, Peter Parker had that good buddy, an Asian dude. Can't think of his name. He was like a real big guy, but I've seen some pictures of him. He dropped all that weight, so he's going to look totally different in the third Spider-Man movie, all right? Anybody can build it. Anybody. In fact, if y'all check the links, I got a link to this Reddit called Brogress. Brogress, right? And it was actually what inspired me to actually do this particular podcast, right? Let me see something. This is actually what inspired me to do this particular podcast. I mean, well, video, rather. I'm so used to saying podcast. Because I was looking up something else, and I saw a link to it, and, you know, these dudes had before and after pictures. They weren't in great shape, or they were real slim. And then it shows, like, random dudes. They done built this shit up. But they did the work. See, I'm going to tell you what it is. A lot of guys don't want to deal with body game because they don't want to do the work for it. There's too many guys, period, who, yeah, they want to get women and everything. They want to get women, but they want something they can do overnight. They want some bullshit line they could say. It was like they expect something to change, or they'll do a weekend seminar or something, or watch a couple videos, think some shit going to change overnight. Now you got to do some work. And like, if you're building a body, the average person, if they just starting from zero, they're going to take a minimum of a year to build their bodies. Now, like I always say, when I say stuff, I don't say it off the top of my head. I've worked in several different gyms, been a sales manager, everything in some gyms. And I've watched people progress. And I've watched how the women were checking them out as they progressed. And I've seen it happen. And then, you know, sometimes I use the example of male exotic dancers. Now I use that with some idiot commenter. Yeah, I said idiot commenter a few days ago. He said, well, that's in you. Well, there's only a few women go crazy over. I'm going to tell you what. You know, that's why I always push them for an extent. I remember when I first came out with my book, Nice Guys and Players, did this Black Expo. This was back in 2000, right? This was the first major event I sold my books at. The organizers of the event set me up near four crews of male exotic dancers. 4 crews of them, because all of them were selling calendars and stuff. It was a log jam over where I was. It was a log jam, like, because I stepped away from the booth for a second. It was either get something to eat or something. I stepped away for a second, and I say, wait a minute, everybody like over in this section. And these women were going crazy. They were taking pictures, everything. Right? It's like, well, it was the bodies. It was the bodies. And that's the easiest thing a man can develop. Like, he can only do so much with his face. You know, other than keeping his teeth fixed and keeping a good haircut. He can definitely work on his body. And actually, if you work on your body right, you can actually change your face a little. Especially if you got more weight on you. Shoot, you start working now, shit. Your jawline will become more prominent if that's a concern. And it's just like, really, you got muscles. If you lifting right, you won't feel it up in there. Easily. Easily. Right? But you got to want to do the work. See, a lot of guys, they want the easy way out. But look, let's use some common sense. Say some guy watching this and they 25 years old. Ain't got no attention in their life. No attention. That shit ain't going to change overnight. You got to change something about yourself physically, at least. Because that's the bait. And let's be real on it, because I'm going to really start publicly getting more into sex. I already talked about it on my Patreon. But a woman, she got to look at a man and want to physically see him naked. And that goes beyond his face. She can see his face. She want to know what he look like naked. And she got to imagine. She got to be comfortable with you calling on top of her. She being on top of you. Y'all being on the side. Him behind her. She got to be comfortable with all that. And that's one of the things women imagine when they be checking out a man. You know. They want to know. Shoot. They want to feel it. They get off just like y'all be filling up a woman. Shit, they want to fill up a man. So that's shit. That's the primary thing that turns a woman on sexually. That's the primary thing. Because if you can say whatever to a woman, you can say whatever to her. You can use any line. You can tell how much money you got, but she got to look at you and want to fuck you. And so the best way to do that is to build your goddamn body. And anybody can do it. That's why I shared that link. Anybody can do it. And then, you know, of course, you know, people always talking, guys always say, Chad, Tyrone. Well, Chad, Tyrone be in the gym. Use some common sense. What are they doing? And technically, they ain't the most attractive anyway out there. There's another level beyond Chad. I'll do a car video on that tomorrow. It's amazing. A lot of people don't really talk about that. But, you know, seriously, doing the work is, I mean, shit. Doing the work it's something you can totally control, build your shit. Seriously. Now, are there exceptions to guys who don't build their bodies up who get theirs? Well, yeah, a few. A few. They got killer charisma or something. Even then, they still got to, like, manage to hook up with the right woman. Indeed, to be honest, if a man ain't picky about who he dealing with, every man can get something. Of course, you know, she might have an unfortunate face and a body that suggests that she don't work out at all. And she might be that type that, you know, you take her to a buffet restaurant or something and she get about, you know, she going to the buffet table about 4 times filling up a plate and then still want to get a snack afterwards. But if you want a fine woman, you want an attractive woman with a nice body, shit, get your body, get some shit, work out. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. Because seriously, even when guys talk about thugs or something, a lot of times they're in decent shape. A lot of times they're in decent shape. I never forget when a former, oh, now what? There's always some. Oh, okay, I think it must be something with this light here. Alright. You know what, Eric? Just as an aside, there's something always going on. Be early in the morning, something happening and shit. Ain't that some stuff? But anyway, right? Seriously, check out the Reddit. Look at do the before and after. Any of these guys, and they got a shit. Some of them drop weight, some of them put on weight, but anybody can do the work. See, a man, really, see, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Let me be clear about something. The very nature of a man is to make shit happen. Not sit back and be like, well, I look like this and that, let me chill, I'm gonna get women. Fuck that. Or life, period. Man's supposed to go out and get it. A man's supposed to establish dominion over as many things as possible. And that first thing got to be himself. If he want a certain body build or look a certain way, he got total control over it. The genetics is just a baseline. Shoot, genetics is just a baseline. Like I said, shit. And honestly, look, seriously, if you work out, well, let me start with the face. Everybody focus on the face, but anybody can change their style. Shit. Anybody. A couple weeks ago, I was clean shaven and stuff. And, you know, I just let the shit grow out. A couple weeks from now, because I'm doing that self-improvement summit, I'll probably, you know, look a little bit cleaner. But that's a choice. Any man can do that. You can grow that beard, not grow that beard, have a goatee, all of that shit. Brush your fucking teeth, get your teeth fixed. Yeah. And even if you work out, that can actually shape your cheekbones and stuff. Shit. Necessary, chew some fucking gum. You know, so you can control that. Then the rest of the body is actually easier. Just hit the gym, exercise enough. Watch what you eat. You got experts out here that can shape a body. So you can get that. And then, you know, we get into the other parts of game, which is style and everything. Anybody can do that. A man, really, I'm going to be real. Other than a man's eye color, other than his eye color, other than, like, say, eyes, nose, and shape of lips, man got control over how his face is presented. So he can take care of that, and definitely over the body. Seriously. Like I said. And shoot, if y'all check out that Brogress thing, some of the guys who showed their faces, you can even see a change in their face when they worked out. So anybody can do it. You know, guys sitting on their ass. And, well, first of all, a man ain't supposed to sit on his ass anyway. A man's supposed to impose his will over himself. He's supposed to. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I showed y'all a picture of me. One thing I like is whatever I am, I got control over it. I love that. I love that. You know, I got control. I can't sit and say, oh, my genetics did this and that. I got control over it. Hell. There's even some shit you can do to make your dick bigger. Naturally. So anyway, though. That's it for today, yo. I'll get back with you. Like I said, I'm going to hit y'all with some other stuff tomorrow. Because it's funny. Everybody want to talk about all this stuff people want to talk about, but I'm like, well, you can still do the work and improve. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.